Best known as both the home of the colossal temples of Angkor Wat and for the brutal Khmer Rouge era of the 1970s and later civil war, Cambodian history encompasses both some of humanity's greatest artistic accomplishments and most horrific deeds. The history is what draws most travellers here, but this Southeast Asian nation has more tourist attractions to offer for those that linger longer than a short temple hop to Siem Reap. Beyond the temples, Cambodia is a prime destination for Southeast Asia travels that manages to charm all who come. The coastline of sandy white beaches tempts every sun sloth. The jungle-swathed countryside is geared up for the more intrepid, and the buzzing capital of Phnom Penh envelopes visitors in the frenetic pulse of contemporary Cambodian city life. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the top 10 rated places to visit in Cambodia. And just wait till you see the number 3 that we're going to be showing in this video, something you would never even have thought of, so make sure you watch till the end. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more awesome travel guides, and make sure you hit the notification bell so that you know when we publish a new video. So now let's cut to the chase. Number 10. Koh Rong Conservation Corridor. The Koh Rong Conservation Corridor stretches across an area within Cambodia's Cardamom Mountains, south of the border town of Koh Rong in the country's southwest. The highlands here, home to dense rainforest, winding rivers and waterfalls, offer plenty of opportunities for hiking and boat tours. Head to the Tatai River if you want to simply soak up the lush surroundings and take a time out from life. Here you'll find a handful of boutique eco-resorts scattered along the riverbank, all offering activities such as day hikes and kayaking. Further south in the Cardamoms is the village of Chi Pat, an eco-tourism centre with simple homestay and guest house accommodation and plenty of activities, ranging from multi-day treks into the forested mountains to wildlife spotting river boat trips. At 9. Tonle Sap Lake. Tonle Sap is Cambodia's most important waterway and Southeast Asia's largest freshwater lake. As well as being an important source of food and a vital tool for Cambodian irrigation, the lake itself is home to 170 floating villages that depend on fishing for their livelihood, with homes built directly on the water. The houses, shops, churches, schools and temples of these villages are built on rustic buoy foundations of lashed-together barrels and bamboo, and all transport is by boat. They're a fascinating place to spend a day exploring. One of the most interesting is the sprawling village of Kampong Luang, near the town of Prasat on Tonle Sap's western shore, although the most popular village to visit is Chong Neas near Siem Reap. And next up at 8, Kampot. The laid-back riverine town of Kampot has oodles of old-world ambience. The compact central district is a joy to ramble around, full of surviving shophouse architecture, some of which has been painstakingly restored. Kampot's charm lies in its exceedingly chilled-out atmosphere, and many a traveller finds themselves waylaid here longer than they expected, having succumbed to its easygoing pace. For the more active, though, this is also an excellent base for discovering the surrounding sights of the south. The old French summer gateway of Boca Hill Station, with its abandoned church and eerie, empty shell of a once grand hotel, is an easy day trip from town, as are the limestone caves from Nom Kyot and Nom Sorcia, both with old temples inside. At 7. Battambang. The countryside of rice fields and tiny villages surrounding the northwest city of Battambang holds some of the most tranquil rural scenery in Cambodia, and the area is home to swags of historic riches as well. All this has made the city itself a popular destination on traveller itineraries. For history fans, the temples of Nom Sampo, Nom Banan and Wat Ek Nom are all within day-tripping distance, while the famed bamboo train, a single-line rail track where carriages made from a platform of wood and bamboo travel between Battambang's east bank and the tiny village of Osrav, is one of the most popular activities for visitors. Battambang itself is a rather sleepy city compared to the buzz of the capital, with a central district brimming with colonial buildings. For those who found Phnom Penh's hectic buzz a bit too much to handle, Battambang is a thoroughly approachable town to use as a base. Next up at 6, Prasat Preah Vihear. The temples of Angkor Wat may gain all the glory, but Prasat Preah Vihear wins the prize for the most dramatic location. Sitting atop the Dangrek Mountains on an escarpment with dizzying views across the Cambodian floodplains, Prasat Preah Vihear is a monumental temple complex of intricately carved pavilions linked by long causeways, built originally to honour the god Shiva. The temple is snug against the border with Thailand and has historically been a point of contention between the two nations, who both claim it as their own. The International Court of Justice ruled in Cambodia's favour in 2013 after border disputes flared up between 2008 and 2011. Tensions have dissipated in the last few years, meaning this UNESCO World Heritage Site can now reclaim its rightful role on the tourist trail. Access is from Siem, although most visitors come on a day trip from Siem Reap, 200 kilometres south. And next up at 5, Ratanakiri. Ratanakiri is a nature-filled reprieve for travellers suffering from temple fatigue. This is outback Cambodia, and the endless red dirt roads of the region leading to ethnic minority villages are an intrepid traveller's delight. For those with an adventurous streak, the province is one of the best places in Cambodia for trekking, from spotting gibbons at Vihear Sempang Conservation Area, where overnight trips involve sleeping in hammocks and early rises to track buff-cheeked gibbons, to hiking in Vihear National Park, home to elephants, tigers and sun bears. There's more relaxing options on offer as well. The emerald water of Yik Lom Crater Lake, just outside of Ban Lung town, is a tranquil swimming spot, while the waterfalls of Cha Ong and Ka Tieng are fun diversions that provide more opportunities for getting wet. At 4, Siem Reap. Siem Reap is usually seen by travellers as among Cambodia's top places to visit due to it being the base for Angkor Archaeological Park, but the town itself offers more interesting attractions beyond the mighty temples. This is the country's major activity centre, with bundles of tours on offer, from cycle trips around the lush countryside just outside of town to Cambodian cookery tours. Shoppers will also find plenty to keep them occupied, as central Siem Reap is brimming with opportunities to browse traditional crafts. Make sure to visit Angkor National Museum before heading to Angkor Wat itself to dose up on the history of the site. The exhibits here explore the breadth of culture and artistry of the Khmer Empire. For evening entertainment while in town, don't miss the Phare, the Cambodian Circus. This internationally renowned circus troupe and social enterprise puts on dazzling shows where performers combine theatre, acrobatics and music. At 3, Koh Rong Samloem. Just off Cambodia's south coast lie a scattering of islands just as beautiful as their Thai counterparts to the west, but much less visited. Compared to the now very developed islands of Koh Samui and Phuket, Cambodia's islands are a slice of laid-back tropical bliss, where sun and sand take centre stage and the big resorts have yet to make their mark. Of all the islands, Koh Rong Samloem is one of the most beautiful, with the long, sandy Saracen Bay home to a dozen beach hut resorts that offer a welcome respite from the world. It's really all about hammock time here, but there's plenty of scuba diving activities on offer for the more active. At 2, it's Phnom Penh. Cambodia's capital is the frenetic heartbeat of the nation, a city of chaotic streets abuzz with motorbikes and car horns that can frazzle at first glance. Deserted completely during the Khmer Rouge madness and left to wither and decay, Phnom Penh has bounced back to become one of Southeast Asia's most dynamic cities. For visitors, this is Cambodia's most cosmopolitan destination, with a cafe and restaurant scene unrivaled in the rest of the country. It's also home to a scattering of important historic sites that help unravel both Cambodia's modern and ancient history. The National Museum is home to a swag of Khmer sculpture that traces the nation's history from the pre-Angkorian age right through to the phenomenal majesty of the god-kings of Angkor. The Royal Palace provides gorgeous examples of traditional artistry, while Tuol Sleng Museum and the killing fields of Cheong Ek speak of the horror and brutality the people of this country suffered under Khmer Rouge rule. And finally, at number 1, Angkor Wat. This temple city is the number 1 tourist spot in Cambodia. Accessed from the town of Siem Reap, the temples of the Angkorian period are so ambitious in scale and in the majesty of their construction that Angkor Wat is rated as one of the world's must-see ancient sites. Built between 802 and 1432, this was the largest city in the world during the medieval age and the vast powerhouse of the Khmer kings, who endeavoured to outbid their predecessors in the beauty of their construction. As the city's wooden dwellings were encroached and then decayed by the surrounding jungle, what remains today are just those mighty temples. The Temple of Angkor Wat itself, the world's largest religious building, is only one sliver of the site in total, and the sprawling circuit of temples deserves 3 days to explore if you want to understand the scope of the Angkorian period's architectural achievements. For those short on time though, the main highlights after Angkor Wat are the tree root clasped Temple of Ta Prohm, which first found international fame as a location used in the movie Tomb Raider, the Bayon Temple for its 216 stone-carved faces, Angkor Thom and Preah Khan. And there you have the top 10 race-hit places to visit in Cambodia. Did you like what you saw? Let us know in the comments down below. Share this video with your friends and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fantastic travel guides. See you next time!